Ladies and gentlemen, we just got some shocking revelations straight from ONVO's CEO. In a recent interview, he opened up about some critical issues affecting ONVO's sales, shedding light on the struggles the company is facing and the mistakes they have made along the way. This information is honestly jaw-dropping, and it explains a lot about what has been going on with ONVO's performance in the market. So, what exactly is going on with ONVO's sales? What happened to the supposed explosion in orders and deliveries? According to ONVO's CEO, the demand was indeed there, people were placing orders, and excitement was building. But the company ran into a major problem when it came to fulfilling those orders. The issue arose because ONVO had prepared around 20,000 vehicles for delivery in advance. However, they were not able to meet the overwhelming demand before the end of 2024. The timing of this was crucial because a 15,000 RMB trade-in subsidy was set to expire. This subsidy played a significant role in customers' purchasing decisions, and many potential buyers, unable to receive their ONVO vehicles before the deadline, ended up canceling their orders and opting for cars they could get immediately. This situation is reminiscent of what happened during the launch of the ET5. Back then, ONVO introduced the ET5 and began deliveries in September. The demand was massive, and customers eagerly placed orders. However, the company failed to get the vehicles into the hands of customers before the year-end subsidy expired. Recognizing the issue at the time, ONVO took a strategic step to prevent order cancellations. They assured customers that if they placed their orders before the year ended, they would still receive the subsidy, even if their car was delivered the following year. The catch: the company had to cover the subsidy cost itself. Given the previous experience with the ET5, you'd think ONVO would have taken proactive measures this time around. But apparently, they didn't. Why? One potential reason could be the cost factor. The ONVO vehicle is significantly cheaper compared to their previous models, meaning that covering the subsidy for delayed orders would have been an expensive move. While this might make sense from a financial standpoint, the reality is that failing to anticipate the problem and adequately prepare for it resulted in a loss of customers. And that is beyond frustrating. The CEO himself admitted to this shortcoming. The company had the capacity to prepare 20,000 vehicles, yet it still couldn't fulfill demand in time. This lack of preparation led to customers switching to other brands that could deliver vehicles immediately. This is something that ONVO should have foreseen. It was evident that the end-of-year subsidy deadline was a crucial factor influencing purchasing decisions. For many customers, getting a 15,000 RMB $2,000 discount was a deal-breaker. Given the choice between waiting for an ONVO without the subsidy or immediately purchasing a Model Y and securing the discount, many understandably chose the latter. Another issue that has stirred controversy involves allegations that ONVO was pressuring employees to buy their cars in order to inflate sales numbers. The internet went wild over this accusation, and many people believed that ONVO was using its employees to artificially boost delivery figures. However, in the CEO's recent interview, he addressed this claim, stating that employee purchases were never included in the official delivery numbers. Here's what's frustrating. When the scandal was at its peak, ONVO never outright clarified that employee purchases were excluded from delivery statistics. Instead of immediately shutting down the rumors with this key piece of information, they chose to handle it in a much less effective way. They merely explained that one manager had poorly communicated the situation and assured the public that employees were not being forced to buy vehicles. However, that alone did not fully clear up the controversy. If they had just stated from the beginning that employee purchases did not count toward delivery numbers, the entire scandal could have been avoided or at least mitigated. But by waiting until now to reveal this, the damage has already been done. Public perception has already been tainted, and now ONVO is scrambling to correct the narrative when it's essentially too late. The way ONVO handled this situation is a prime example of poor crisis management. Instead of addressing the issue head-on with full transparency, they took a reactive approach. By the time they finally provided the full story, the damage was irreversible. The public had already formed negative opinions, and potential buyers were left with doubts about the company's integrity. When the allegations first surfaced, the ONVO team's response was to reprimand the manager responsible for the miscommunication, ensuring that employees understood they were encouraged but not required to buy company vehicles. However, the company failed to include the most critical piece of information: that employee purchases were never counted in delivery figures. Had they just stated this upfront, the scandal likely would not have spiraled out of control as it did. Now, many of you might be thinking, this is clearly a management problem. And you wouldn't be wrong. The product itself is outstanding, but the execution, that's where the real problem lies. ONVO's inability to efficiently sell and deliver their cars is a major concern. The company urgently needs to bring in a leader with extensive experience in the automotive industry. Other companies, such as XPeng and Li Auto, have already taken this step, and it has significantly improved their operations. XPeng, for instance, hired a seasoned executive with over 20 years of experience in the auto sector. The result: vast improvements in production efficiency, cost control, and overall operational effectiveness. So, when is ONVO going to make a similar move? The current leadership consists of brilliant innovators and visionaries who have a strong grasp of what a great product and service should look like. However, many of them come from internet and technology backgrounds, rather than traditional automotive industries. While this has allowed them to introduce unique and cutting-edge features, it also means that they lack the expertise required to optimize manufacturing, streamline operations, and effectively handle large-scale vehicle deliveries. If ONVO wants to turn things around, they need to bring in someone who has deep experience in the automotive world, someone who understands the intricacies of supply chain management, production ramp-ups, and cost optimization. XPeng did it. Li Auto did it. Why hasn't ONVO followed suit? It's clear that having a seasoned automotive expert can make all the difference. A leader with a proven track record in the industry can implement strategies that ensure smoother operations, better cost control, and ultimately, improved customer satisfaction. Without this, ONVO will continue to struggle with execution, no matter how good their products are. ONVO is at a critical juncture. The demand for their vehicles exists, but their failure to meet it in a timely manner has resulted in missed opportunities and frustrated customers. The mismanagement of crises, such as the employee purchase scandal, further illustrates the need for better communication and decision-making at the top. If ONVO wants to compete with industry leaders, they need to learn from their mistakes and take decisive action. Bringing in a highly experienced automotive executive could be the game changer they desperately need. Until then, they will continue facing these same challenges, and customers will keep looking elsewhere for their next vehicle. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stock predictions and market insights. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy investing, and see you in the next video.